Hello everybody, this is Louis again. I'm making you a turkey. Many people think that turkey is like hard and it's not juicy and dry. That's because people don't know how to cook it, but I'll show you how to do it. It's actually one of the most delicious, juiciest meat you could ever have. And it doesn't take too long to cook it, but I will cook it nice and slow so it's nice and juicy. So we're gonna start off by getting our hands messy. Wash my hands already, by the way. We're using butter or margarine, but I prefer margarine in this case because it gives it like a saltier. So we're gonna put in here, stuff the turkey with butter inside. This butter will also make us mixed with the meat will give us a nice gravy, and I'll show you how to make that too. So we're gonna get our hands dirty. We're gonna put all of this goodies inside. Make sure you stuff it good. Like I like to push all the way through. I don't know if you can see on this side. You see, I push it all under the skin, you know. Put it there. Then we'll put it right here. Put this here, right here. This was a frozen turkey. I had to let it, man, I think overnight, and it was still frozen in the morning. But this dinner will be amazing. I'm gonna put some inside. Now in here, I have heart, the turkey heart, and the liver. So I put it inside here, so it's gonna cook nice and slowly. For those who like it, I mean, we love it, but now we have the neck. Same thing. Rub it up good with butter. Might be a little bit slippery, but we'll put it right there. See where that is? Okay, so now we're gonna put like that. So it's gonna be a lot of washing hands and a lot of getting messy hands and washing hands and getting messy hands. With butter, the best thing to use is warm water. This water is with the heater, so it's okay. So right here, I'm gonna cut this guy up. Now we're gonna add brown sugar. And it does not taste sweet, by the way. It will give it a nice caramelization. That's what I'm looking for. So be like that. That will give it a nice color after. Another way to do it also, but because this turkey was previously frozen, the skin becomes too smooth. But normally, we will mix the butter with the brown sugar, just like that. Like I said, I'm gonna be washing my hands over and over, rinsing because it will be a messy job. In order to get all the spices and everything, we gotta rub in. Okay. I have this from around the world, spices from all over the world. I'm not by the way, I'm not advertising the brand, but you can find this anywhere around the world. going to add this into here. One of the best spices for chicken that I ever found. And like I said, there's gonna be an amazing gravy coming out of this. Oof. Now we have paprika. Now, I don't measure, I do it like that. That's how I do it. I don't go by measurements. Because measurements sometimes might be not enough or overpower. I like everything just to be right. Black pepper now. And it's not too much, it's good. I'm using black pepper. Now I got this, you can buy whatever brand you want, but it's called garlic and herbs. Very delicious. Put that on top. And it looks like a messy job, but it's not. It's gonna be the most delicious turkey anyone has ever tried. Anyone. I know there's a lot of my friends who don't like turkey because they're like, oh, it's so rough. Man, in Spain and in Nicaragua, we grew up eating turkey all the time. The turkey is the softest meat you could ever eat. And they're saying, oh, it's so hard, it's dry. It's not. There's also, we make a fritada version of this, and it's so good. Okay, now we're gonna add celery salt. So we need some saltiness to this. Remember what I said, the sugar is not for it to be sweet. The sugar is being used so that we can caramelize this. Okay. Celery salt is very salty, so be careful. Okay. Now we're gonna add a little bit of salt because we will need salt to penetrate into the meat. Approximately like that. So now we got chicken broth or bouillon or chicken soup. You can make it out of I buy it like this, but you can make your own from bones. So we're gonna one whole thing of this will go in there. So if I put it like that, it's gonna wash off the spices. So we wanna keep the spices. So I'm putting it into the pot around the turkey. If I put it like this, we're gonna wash it off, but we want to keep all of that. Later, when we are baking it, we'll leave it in there for 40 minutes. We'll come back, take a spoon, and we're gonna bathe it or put the juices on top, you know, then close it again. And then we'll go back and then close it again and do it again. We'll pour all the juices in here. And this turkey will release many juices. And I'm also making a gravy out of this, so from the juices of the turkey. So in here, what I did, I put it in here. This is where the rib, it goes inside the turkey. Now, last but not least, a must. I don't care what kind of meat you have, chicken, turkey, fish, seafoods, you must put garlic. Every meat has its own smell, so if you don't put garlic, it's gonna have a smelly taste to it. So I don't need to rub it because it's gonna smell out, and with the butter, it's gonna fry up. Now we're gonna put a little bit more butter. I know I've been putting a lot of butter, but believe me, this is where it's at. And that's how we do it. I'm also making a stuffing. The stuffing consists, so I bought these they call it turkey dinner or whatever. It's breadcrumbs with celery, and this will make the stuffing. It's a stuffing mix, but you can make it without this. You can also add your own spices. I just want to do the quick thing. So we're switching over here to the stove. I'm gonna put this on high. So the main ingredient for this, you will need pork sausage. If you don't have pork sausage, you cannot find it. Buy pork, ground pork, and we can spice it up and make it. So you want the kind of sausage or pork, ground pork that is kind of fatty, not the one that is lean. So this is what it is. It already has spices. It's been already cured and whatever. But you can make your own self the spices on this, and you don't need to have pork sausage. You can actually use ground pork. If you don't like ground pork, you can also make with ground chicken, and it will work the same way. But I'm not a Muslim, and I'm not anything with religion thing, and respect to all my friends that are Muslims. I can eat whatever, so this tastes good, and this is where it's at. Okay, we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna throw some garlic in here too. So I'm using two casings of sausage. The sausage is actually not in a casing or tripe, whatever, but it comes already loose. So just before the bite down. And again, we want to render as much fat as possible in here because that's where all the juice is gonna be. That's cooking, that's rendering there. We're gonna have, let's see if I have the right lid for this. Oh, too small. It's the wrong one. Put this thing. So this one fit. Did this one fit? That's too big probably. That's good. Okay. Need to spline everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna go low. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of oil in it. It will release its own fat, but I don't want it to stick either, because it will stick. And I've been a little cheap, you know. I haven't bought my non-stick pan, so it's like, you know. So if you have a nice pan, you know, that doesn't stick, it works really nice. And this will taste so amazing. I got bouillon, the mix of vegetable broth. So I want this just to enhance the flavor. Oh, that smells so amazing already. Stay in there, slowly but surely. Turn up a little bit more. So now, should have had another one, but that will still work. So I already put some flavor in there. Normally what I would do, I would put another chicken broth in here. But I used to roll up on the turkey, so I'm going to add water. And now, it's coming all good already.
Are you scraping off the parts that were sticking to the pan?
Yeah, it's actually full of flavor there. All the stuff that was sticking is coming off now, and it's delicious. It's gonna be flavorful. Get some more water. Add some more water here.
So about 2 cups?
About 2 cups, yeah. And then what we're gonna do here, because we do need a lot of flavor, gonna add some more of this broth in there. It's a vegetable broth. Get it all nice and mixed up in there. So now this is gonna be delicious. So we can now take our breadcrumbs, up in here, the breadcrumbs. It's already seasoned, that's why I buy them like that.
Very sharp knife.
Oh, very sharp. You have to be careful. Drop that in there. Give it a little bit of mix, but I'm not gonna stir it underneath. I'm just gonna put it over the top and just spread it over the top. Over the top. And this is almost done. And it's gonna be delicious. So that's where you see the stuffing things that they put. This is my version of doing it. Some people only use the breadcrumbs. I like flavor in mine. So we're gonna put maybe, this is the 3rd cup.
So about 3 cups now.
Yeah, because what happens now, the breadcrumbs will swallow all the juices that was in here. So all the breadcrumbs will have a lot of flavor in there. Hey, baby. The baby's here. Hey, come and help daddy cooking. Hi, Vanessa.
No.
Ready for some stuffing and turkey
Yes.
and gravy? Look at that. Now we're gonna put this on low, on the lowest.
Let's go, Victoria. Let's go.
We'll leave it there for a little bit. And this is basically done right here. We just put on low, cover it there. Now for the grand price. I need to find a lid for this. Do we have a lid for this?
I think so.
Huh? You know where the lid is? Couldn't find it. But anyways, we'll put some foil on this and get it done. I'll check you guys later.
I'm gonna get some aluminum foil.
Aluminum foil. Put it like that. One more. So, why am I covering it? Why am I covering this thing? I'm covering it because I want to keep all the juices, or else everything will evaporate, and that's when things get dry. It doesn't matter what kind of meat you cook. If you're making a stew, you want to cover it. If it's a soup, it's a different story, but because you're making the juices, you want this to have juices, so that's what we do. Careful, baby.
Also, only use the aluminum foil if you don't have a lid.
And if you don't have that, exactly. So we're gonna lower this, so we're gonna put it somewhat in the middle. If you got conventional, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this at 250. 250, we're gonna cook it. Oh baby, that's not gonna cook. Damn it, you put that in the basura. 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 Ven, la basura. Tíralo a la basura. Gracias. So now
She's putting it in.
we're gonna bake. Got a little bit of a mess here. So we're gonna go bake. Oh God. So we're gonna go bake. So we'll start at that. It will start baking at 350, but because I gotta heat up the oven, so I'll start at that. So here we go. We'll check you guys up later, and I'll show you what we gotta do now with this thing. As you can see,
A lot of steam.
and it's delicious. See? This is our stuffing and it's done. We are done. So I'm gonna shut this off and let it. There we go. Oops, I was aiming the camera at
And your shirt.
on my shirt. But anyways, so we got it right here. We're gonna shut it off. Shut it off. I tasted it right now and it's so good. Cover it like that. Leave it like that. And we're good to go. Now we just wait for our turkey. I'm gonna cook it here for about 2 hours. In about 40 minutes, I will open it up. Every 40 minutes, I will open it up and pour the juices on top. So we got it It's right there. Ready to enjoy a meal. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, from all around the world. Thank you for watching. I'll show you on my next video what it looks like. Thank you. God bless you.